Hey guys, it's Paul, and a friend of mine wanted me to do a video of my bedroom transformed into a music studio. So first thing you notice is the sound panels on the wall, and these are to deaden the room so that there's not so much reflectivity off all of these hard surfaces that cause a lot of echo and really can cause problems with your recordings. Now these weren't, this was not done scientifically. We just started putting up panels and then snapping our fingers and clapping our hands and noticing the change in the liveness or deadness of the room. The other thing I did was I put a 5x7 area rug in here, which will also help with the reflections. The other thing of interest is, by the way, my good buddy John helped me put the studio together. We actually built this studio desk out of scrap wood, believe it or not, and it's rock solid and does the job real well. So yeah, and then we put up the panels and pretty much redesigned the studio. Before, I had a big it was extremely cluttered and cramped in here. So with the new desk set up, there's way more room in here, which is great. So thanks to John for the help with that. The other thing of interest, again thanks to John, is this piece right here. This is called a vocal isolator, and what I use it for really is to stop computer noise from bleeding into my mics. It's great for that. The other thing is that it will also stop reflections, sound reflections, from coming back in behind the mic. And there is quite a bit of controversy and debate about how good these things are. And so anyway, but it's great for computer noise if nothing else. And so I know John's been working on some improvements to the design of this thing, but yeah, I'll provide a link to his site, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I'll put a link down here for it, and you should check it out. He's got a lot of, he's doing a lot of really cool stuff. The other thing he did was he made me this wireless keyboard tray, and basically it's just a piece of aluminum bar that's bent around to fit over the mic stand. And so of course the wireless keyboard fits in there, and so instead of having to get up while you're right in the middle of you know, a recording session and you have to walk back to the computer to start and stop your recording, now you can just sit where you're tracking and remotely control the session. So great convenience having this keyboard. And for all of you one-man show producer, musician, engineer guys, these things, and girls, these things are great. So highly recommend it. Again, I'll put a link over to John's site. And so the other things that you might be interested to know is that I mainly use 3 mics. I use this Audio-Technica 2035. It's kind of like a medium diaphragm condenser. It's bigger than a pencil mic, but it's smaller than a large diaphragm. I use that for vocals and guitars, and I'm real happy with the sound. Then I've got my MXL 603 pencil mic here, which I like to use on acoustic guitar mainly, some percussion. And then, believe it or not, this Nady Star Power SP1, $13 at Musician's Friend, and it sounds great on harmonica. I'm trying to remember what else I use that on. I've used it on a few different things, but I personally can't tell the difference between this and a 58. If you can, more power to you, but to me, my conclusion is that low budget mics are way better value than the expensive ones. That's not to say the expensive ones aren't better, because they definitely are, but in terms of value, I don't think you can beat these cheap condenser mics and even the dynamic mics. So, but that is obviously very subjective, and I'm happy with the quality of the recordings I get, and really that's what's important to me. So my studio monitors, I use M-Audio BX5s. They're obviously very small, but they're pretty powerful, and they've got pretty good low end. I would actually like to have something with a little more low end, but I'm not complaining because they were $125, and at this point I'm still pretty green with recording, and I'm not that concerned about having a perfectly flat response and all of that kind of stuff with the speakers. Once I actually get some mixing skills, then I'm sure I'll upgrade to some better speakers. But for now, these $125 BX5s do the job great. My audio interface is a Focusrite Scarlett. It's a 2-channel. And since I don't record drum kits or ensembles or anything like that, 2 channels is plenty for me. The preamps are crystal clear. I don't hear any noise or anything like that. The driver's loaded right up. I've not had one problem with this unit, so I'm real happy about that. And I think I paid $130. I bought this on eBay. I bought it new though. I got it for $130, which I thought was a steal. For the quality, I don't think you can beat it. And then my computer, my PC, I'm running a quad-core Windows 7, and it's plenty fast. I forget, I think I have 2 gigs of RAM in there. My studio headphones are Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros, and these, I love these headphones. They are extremely comfortable. I can wear them all night long. A lot of times I forget I have them on my head. That's how comfortable they are. And I tried a lot of other headphones, and they're just not as comfortable. Plus, these things sound fantastic. I mean, as soon as you hear the quality of the sound, you're gonna probably fall in love with those headphones if you check them out. So, my keyboard / MIDI controller is an M-Audio Pro Keys 88. So that's an 88 key keyboard. The reason I bought that is because I really wanted something that I could also perform with. So instead of a little 49 key controller, I bought the big 88 so I could take it to gigs and still use it as a studio keyboard controller. The one thing I am going to do is I'm going to widen the shelf there that my monitor's sitting on, so that the keyboard can slide underneath it, and then that'll open up all this room in the front of my desk. So I believe that's about it, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, as always. And I'm going to start doing some videos here and there on what I'm learning with audio production, and so I'll be posting those in the not too distant future. So if you want to keep up to date what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.